Hello everyone. In this video, we will be solving Karnataka State KSEAB Board SSLC Model Question Paper 1 for the year 2025-26 of Mathematics, and in this video we will be solving part 5th, Roman number 5 in this video. Let's begin. So now we'll start with Roman number 5, and here in this Roman number 5 the questions are for 4 marks. So we'll see question number 34, which says solve the given pair of linear equations by graphical method. So we have to solve this using graphical method. Okay, so we have two equations here. Let us say that this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So now what we'll do, we'll take the first equation, x plus 2y is equal to 6. Okay, and we have to find 2 points for this particular equation so that we can plot these points on the graph. So now guys, what I have done is I have written the first equation here and I have drawn one box here. Similarly, I have drawn I have written the equation 2 and I have drawn one box for equation 2. Why we need now what we need is, see, every linear equation can be represented in a straight line. And to draw a straight line, what we need is, we need two coordinates. To draw a straight line, what we need is, we need two coordinates to draw a straight line. So this is one coordinate of a coordinate one point, and one point will be having coordinate x and coordinate y. Similarly, coordinate 2 will be having coordinate x and coordinate y. So we need two coordinates, coordinate 1, okay, x and y, and coordinate 2, x and y. We need 2 points to draw a line. So to draw a line for first equation, we need 2 points, one x, y. This will be one coordinate. We need to see like this, okay, one x, y, and another coordinate x and y. So we need two things now. Okay, 2 points we need, point 1 and point 2. So this will give us point 1, this will give us point 2. Similarly for this particular equation 2. Okay, now we'll start. So what we have to do is, what we need to do while finding the coordinate is that we'll assume one particular variable as some value, and the equation will and that value we will input in the equation, and the another value for the variable, for the other variable, the equation will provide us. So for example, see here, now what I will say is, let's say that take x is equal to 0. So we'll take x value as 0 and we'll put that in our first equation, x plus 2y is equal to 6. So x value is 0 plus 2y is equal to 6. So x is already 0, leave it. So 2y is equal to 6. So y is equal to 6, 2 will come here, and 2 ones are 2, 2 3s are 6. So therefore, what is the value of y? Value of y which the equation has given us is 3. So when we took x is equal to 0, the equation gave us the value of y equal to 3. Now what we will do is, for the second time, we can assume anything. We can take the value of x as anything. We can take the value of y as anything. Okay, it is your choice. So let's now take y is equal to 0. So we'll write the equation x plus 2y is equal to 6. Now x, I will keep it like that only, and this time I am assuming y's value as 0. So y value I am putting as 0. So x plus 2 into 0 is 0 is equal to 6. So 0, leave the 0. So x will become equal to 6. So the value of x is 6. So when we took y as 0 here, then we got the value of x as 6. Okay, so these are our two coordinates now for the equation 1. Okay, these are our two coordinates. Now similarly we'll do it for equation 2. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. Now what we did for equation 1, same thing we'll do for equation 2. Here also we will assume some value of x or y. So let's say that here also we'll take x is equal to 0. So let us assume that x is 0. Now we will take the equation, the second equation, x plus y, here I have written is equal to 5. We'll input the value of x as 0 plus y is equal to 5. So now we know that it is very straightforward that y is equal to 5. So y is equal to 5. Now similarly for the second time also we need to take some value. Here what we will do, let's take y is equal to 0. X plus y is equal to 5. So x plus y is equal to 0 is equal to 5. Therefore x is equal to 5. So when we took y is equal to 0, we got x is equal to 5. Now, so these are our coordinates for equation 2. For equation 2. Now let's plot them on the graph. So now what I have done is on the second page I have just copied down the answers which we had found out. Now we need to see like this. Okay, we need to see like this. So this is our first coordinate. Okay, this is our first coordinate, and x is 0, y is 3. So we need to take this first coordinate and plot here. So and this is for equation 1. So equation first coordinate. Okay, so x is 0, y 3. So x is 0 and y is 3. So x is 0 here and y is 3. So the coordinate will be here. Okay, this is our point. X is 0 and y is 3. Okay, now we can give some name also to this. We can say this as coordinate A, let's say this is B, let's say this is C, let's say this is D. So this is our coordinate A. Okay, now let's see B coordinate. We need to see like this, guys. Okay, so this is x and y. So x is 6, y is 0. So y is 0 and x is 6. So the coordinate will be here 6. Let me just make it like this so that you can easily see them. So this is our B coordinate, which is x is 6 and y is 0, and this is coordinate B. Okay, and what we need to do is we need to join them now. We need to join both these points now. Fine. Now what we will do is, now we will plot this C point of this is equation 1. Equation 1 line is this. Okay, we can also actually write the equation here. So the blue line, the blue line is equation x plus 2y is equal to 6. Okay, now we'll see the uh, C point. Okay, we'll mark the C point. So x is 0 and y is 5. X is 0 and y is 5. X is 0 and y is 5. So here x is 0 and y is 5. Okay, so here what is happening is here x is 0 and y is 5, and let's see that this point is C point. That is what we are naming it. And then we have to mark the point D now. So x is 5 and y is 0. X is 5 here. Okay. So x is 5 and y is 0. It's 5 and y is correct. And now this point is point D. Okay. And the coordinates are x is 5 and y is 0. Alright. Now we'll join these points. Okay. What we can do is we can use a red line. Okay, we'll use a red line and we will write the second equation, x plus 1 is equal to 5. So we'll use a red line here and we'll join this. Now you all can see that both the lines are, cutting each other. Okay, both the lines are cutting each other at at point x4 and y1 here, right? Here they are cutting each other. So this is our point of intersection, okay, which is x is 4 and y is 1. Okay, so this is our answer in fact. So here we'll write, or we can write it here also. Therefore, our answer is 4 comma 1, 4 comma 1, which is this is x, this is y. Okay, and this is our point of intersection. Okay, so this is our answer. All right guys, now we will see the next question. And guys, if you have any questions, you can write all your questions in the comment section. And please like, share and subscribe the videos and channel, because this really motivates me. Okay, thank you very much guys. Now here we'll see question number 35, which is a theorem which we need to prove. And this theorem is, if in two triangles sides of, so there are two triangles which are given ABC and DE. We need to draw these triangles. Sides of one triangle are proportional to the sides of other triangle. So they are saying that if the sides of all the sides of this triangle are in proportion with all the sides of this triangle, then their corresponding angles are equal, so they will be equal. Then if the sides are in proportion, then the angles will be equal, so that A will be equal to D, B will be equal to E, and C will be equal to F, is what we have to prove. And hence the two triangles are similar. So what is given is that the sides are in proportion, so we can write AB upon DE. This side AB upon this complete side DE is equal to BC upon EF. BC upon EF is equal to AC upon DF is equal to AC upon complete DF. Okay, because they are saying that the sides are in proportion. Okay, they are saying that the sides are in proportion, so we can write it in proportionality form. And then what we have to prove is this next part. Then the corresponding angles are equal. So then the angles of both the triangles should be equal to each other. So then this angle A should be equal to angle D, angle B should be equal to E, angle B should be equal to E, and C should be equal to F. C should be equal to F. And hence we will say that both the triangles are similar to each other. That is what we have to prove here. Then we will do some small construction, because the guys, we need to follow these steps. We have to first write the statement, then we have to write what is given, what we have to prove, and then if we are doing some kind of construction, then we have to write that construction, then we have to go to the proof part. So construction, what a small construction, what we'll be doing here is we will draw P and Q on DE and DF. So on side DE and on side DF, we will take 2 points P and Q, and we will take these points in such a way that DP is equal to AB and DQ is equal to AC. In such a way, we will, draw the points. So AB should be equal to DP. We have to keep the length same and mark this point P. And AC should be equal to DQ, and we have to mark this point in such a way, Q point, so that AB is equal to DP and AC is equal to DQ, right? And then what we'll do is we'll join PQ, then we will join this line PQ here. So this is a small construction what we have to do. And then, so now we'll start with the proof part. So what is given is, okay, in the given, what we have is, we have AB upon DE is equal to AC upon DF, right? So we have written it. So AB upon DE is equal to AC upon DF. Okay. So now we can write it like this also, right? We can say that DP upon DE is equal to DQ upon DF. Now why I'm changing AB to DP and AC to DQ is because in the construction itself we have written that DP is equal to AB and DQ is equal to AC. So if you write AB or if you write DP, it is one and the same, and if you write AC or if you write DQ, it is one and the same. So AB I have replaced to DP and AC I have replaced with DQ. Here we can say that by construction. Okay, then, so therefore I can say that PQ is parallel to EF. I can say that PQ is parallel to EF. So I can say that now PQ is parallel to, because if I can say that DP upon DE is equal to, so what I was saying was, if we can say here in this step, if we can say that dP upon dE is equal to dQ upon dF, if both these sides are in proportion, then by using converse of VPT theorem we can say that this side, okay, this side is parallel to this side, okay, by using converse of VPT theorem. So by converse of VPT theorem we can see this point. Now here, now next further what we can do is, then I can also say that angle P is equal to angle E, and I can also say that angle Q is equal to angle F. Now how I can say this particular thing? See here, if these two lines are parallel, then PE and QF will act like an transversal. So we know that if two lines are parallel and if there is a transversal, then angle P, this this angle will be equal to this angle, and this angle will be equal to this angle. With respect, this concept is called as corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. With this concept, we can say that both these angles are equal to each other by this corresponding angles concept. Now next further what we can do is, now here what I will do is I will say now in triangle DPQ and triangle DEF. So I am taking this small triangle DPQ and I am taking the bigger triangle DEF. Okay. So I am taking these two triangles and I'm going to prove them that they are similar. So how I can do that? I can say that angle P is equal to angle E, and I can say that angle Q is equal to angle F. Why I am saying this is because just I have proved it above. Proved above. Right? So now I can say that by angle similarity, okay, criteria, okay, I can say that triangle DPQ is similar to triangle DE. So we have proved that this small triangle and this bigger triangle, they are similar to each other. That is what we have proved here. Okay. Now we will go next further. So on the earlier page, we are continuing on the next page. So on the earlier page, we proved that DPQ is similar to triangle DEF. So this small triangle is similar to the bigger triangle. So now we can write this in similarity form, right? So we will write this in similarity form. We can say that uh, dp upon de is equal to pq upon ef is equal to dq upon df. So dp upon de is equal to pq upon ef. Pq upon ef is equal to dq upon df, dq upon d. So we have written this in similarity form. Now what we'll do is we will take these two things. Okay. Now we know that, but dp is equal to ab. This is what I'm saying is because of construction. So by construction, so instead of dp I can write ab upon de equal to pq, the next thing as it is pq upon ef, and this is by construction. Okay, let me just number this as 1. Then ab upon de is equal to bc upon ef. This we are writing as per given. So you can check by going back to the previous slide that AB upon D is equal to BC upon EF. This is as per the given statement. So let me just write this as 2. And from 1 and 2 now, from 1 and 2, we can say that if this AB upon D is equal to this, and if the same D AB upon D is equal to this, then these two things should also be equal to each other. That is what I will be writing. So PQ upon EF will be then equal to BC upon EF. And both these denominators I will knock off, and then what we will be left off with PQ upon BC. So here what we prove is, so PQ is equal to BC is what we prove here. Now what we'll do is we will now we'll take these two triangles in triangle ABC and triangle DPQ. So this small triangle and this small triangle. Okay, we'll take these two triangles and we'll prove them congruent. Okay, so AB is equal to DP and AC is equal to DQ. Both these things are by construction because we have made the construction only in such a way that we have kept AB is equal to DP and AC we have taken the same measurement and we have marked the measurement for DQ. So this is by construction only. And then just now we proved that BC is equal to PQ. So just now proved above earlier. So therefore by SSS congruency rule or criteria, we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DPQ. Okay, because these are all the sides, right? So this is also a side, this is also a side, this is also a side. So side congruency rule. So both these triangles are congruent. Then by CPCT, okay, then by CPCT, we can say that angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle P, and angle C is equal to angle Q. So A is equal to D, B is equal to P, and C is equal to Q. So this is by CPCT because once we prove that both the triangles are congruent using CPCT, we can say that the remaining things are equal. So the remaining things are the angles because all the three sides we have proved already they are equal. So the angles were remaining. So by using CPCT, we can say that even the angles are equal. Now further, now in triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Okay, so ABC, this ABC small triangle and the main triangle DEF. Okay, we'll take these two triangles now. Here I will say that angle A is equal to angle D. Okay, so here only just now above we have proved this. So I will say from above. Okay, then I will say that angle B is equal to angle E because earlier okay we have proved that uh, angle P is equal to angle E. We have proved this earlier. So with this logic, if P is equal to E, okay, if P is equal to E, then so if P is equal to E, then instead of P here I can say that B is equal to E because instead of P I will replace this P with E. So B is equal to E I can write. And similarly I can write that C is equal to F because C is equal to Q, but I will write F because earlier we have proved that angle Q is equal to angle F. So instead of writing Q, I will write F here. Okay. So we have proved this earlier. Okay, on the earlier page you can see. So now we can say that finally we can say that by angle is sufficient, but we have proved all the three angles. So by angle of similarity criteria, we can say that triangle ABC, okay, is similar to triangle DEF. Okay. So here, whatever we wanted to prove, in the to prove part, we have proved that A is equal to D and B is equal to E and C is equal to F. So here A is equal to D, B is equal to E, and C is equal to F. So all three things we have proved here. Okay. Then we have also proved that both these triangles are similar. So that is what was asked to prove in this theorem. So we have completed and we have proved each and everything. So guys, we have completed the theorem here. Please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much. So now here we will be solving question number 35 is OR question. Okay. So this is also a theorem, and this theorem is if one angle of a triangle is equal to one angle of the other triangle and the sides including these angles are proportional, then the two triangles are similar. So the next part, this part we have to prove that then the two triangles are similar. So basically what is given is in these two triangles, there are two triangles which are given. We need to do the, drawing of these diagrams. We need to draw one triangle ABC and a little bit of bigger triangle DEF. And here one angle and the other angle in both the triangles are equal. So they are saying that angle A is equal to angle D. And then AB upon DE, this side is proportional, and AC upon DF, this side is also proportional. So these two sides are in proportion and the center angle is equal. So this is what is given. And we have to prove that then in such case that both the triangles will be similar. So to do that, we'll be doing a small construction in which we'll take 2 points, point P and Q, in such a way that AB is equal to DP and AC is equal to DQ, in such a way that we will mark these 2 points and we'll also join point P and Q. So this completes our construction part. Now we'll start with our proof part. So here we will say that we'll take two triangles. We'll take triangle ABC and triangle DPQ. Okay. Here we will say that AB is equal to DP. Okay, so AB is equal to DP. Just now I told that this is by construction. So by construction, then angle A is equal to angle D. This is given. Okay, this is given in the given part. And AC is equal to DQ. This is also by construction. We can see here AC is equal to DQ. So this is also by construction. So we can see here that SAS. So by using SAS congruency rule, so by SAS congruency rule, okay, guys, congruency and similarity, these are two different things. Congruency we studied in 9th standard and similarity we are studying in 10th standard. But we'll be using this 9th standard concepts here in 10th standard. So this is by SAS congruency criteria. So with this criteria, we can say that now both these triangles ABC is congruent to triangle DPQ. Okay. So now I'll continue here. Now by CPCT, we know this corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So we know this concept. So angle B is equal to angle P and angle C is equal to angle Q. And let me take these things, both these things as equation 1 because I will be using it further. Now, now from given, okay, so now from given, what we have in given, we'll write that. So AB upon DE, DE is equal to AC upon DF. Now we can substitute few things here. Okay, we can substitute few things here. What we can do is instead of AB, I can write DP upon DE, and instead of AC, I can write DQ upon DF. Now, as per what I made the changes by construction. So by construction. So we know that by construction, here I have written that dP is equal to AB and dQ is equal to AC. So instead of AB, I wrote dP, and instead of AC, I wrote dQ. I made these changes here. Instead of AB, dP, and instead of AC, dQ. So by construction. Now, uh, now see here, what I did is dP upon dE is equal to dQ upon dF. And now I can say that by converse of BPT, if two sides are proportional, then I can say that PQ is parallel to EF. PQ is parallel to EF. We'll solve the remaining part on the next page, guys. Now we'll continue on this page. So on the earlier page, we proved that PQ is parallel to EF. So we proved that PQ is parallel to EF. Then if these two lines are parallel, then PE and QF both are acting like transversals. So we can say that this angle is equal to this angle and this angle is equal to this angle by the concept of corresponding angles. So I can say that angle E is equal to angle P and angle F is equal to angle Q by corresponding angles. Okay, let me take this as 2. Now from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, what we can say that angle B is equal to angle E and angle C is equal to angle F. So we can say that B is equal to E, okay, and C is equal to F. By comparing the first equation and the second equation, we can say that B is equal to E and C is equal to F. Now in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, we can say that angle A is equal to D. This is as per given. Then angle B is equal to E, okay, and angle C is equal to angle F. This is just above, from above you can write. Just now here I have proved it, right? Here only I have proved it. So we can see here that this is angle. So by angle similarity criteria, similarity criteria I can see that therefore triangle ABC is similar to triangle DE. So guys, this is what they had asked us to, prove in the theorem, to prove that, this triangle is similar to this triangle, and that is what we have proved. So guys, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much. So guys, in this question, we will be solving 36th question. The sum of first n terms of an arithmetic progression is Sn is equal to 3n square plus 2n, and they are asking us to find the nth term of the progression. So this is what one thing we have to find here. If this progression consists of 59 terms, so if there are 59 terms, then find the sum of the last 10 terms. Okay, last 10 terms. So this is another question they are asking. So let us now start with the answer. So now what is given is, they have given us one equation, that is Sn is equal to 3n square plus 2n, and now we have to find out S1, and it also means that S1 means, it also means that it is A1, right? First term, because first terms sum, if you do, it will be first term only, right? So now we'll find S1 or A1, whatever you call. So we'll take this equation Sn is equal to 3n square plus 2n, and we will put the first term. Okay, first term, n is what? Term. So we will put the first term. First term, n is for the first term, we are going to find out the first term, sum of first term. So that, therefore I have taken the value of n as 1 and the square as it is, plus 2, and the n means the first term again. Okay, so 1's square is 1, 1 into 3 is 3, plus 2 into 1 is 2. So what I'm getting is 5. So this is nothing but S1, and it also means that S1 means it is also A1. It is also A1, right? Now what we will do, we will find the sum of second term. So S2, okay, S2 we will find out. Now we will take the same equation, 3n square plus 2n. Now this time what we will do is, in n's value we will put as 2, because we are finding the sum of the first two terms now. So now instead of n we will write 2. So 2 twos are 4, 4 threes are 12, plus 2 twos are 4, 12 plus 4 is 16, right? So now essentially what this 16 means is that 16 means that A1 plus A2 will be equal to 16, because sum of first two terms. So first term and second term, if we add, we are going to get 16. That is what it is. It means. Now therefore, I know that A1 value is what? A1 value is 5. So now here in place of A1 I will write 5. 5 plus A2 is what we need to find out. So I'll keep A2 as A2 only, is equal to 16. Now A2 is equal to, I will send 5 that side, it will become minus. A2 is equal to 11. So now what essentially we have is, we have A1 as well as A2. We know that A1 value is 5 and A2 value is 11. So we know the series now, right? So we know the series. The AP looks like uh, first is 5, 11, and then it will go on. Okay. Now, what we'll do, we'll also find the value of D, right? So we'll find the common difference. So we know that it can be found out by subtracting the two terms. So A2 minus A1. So 11 minus 5 we will do. So we will get D as 6. So we now also have D with us. Okay. They have asked us to find the nth term of the progression. So we know the formula to find the nth term. Okay. So the nth term, right? Now we will take the formula an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now they have asked us to find that, assuming that there are 59 terms. So we will take an as a59. A value is phi. We know this. We have found out here phi. N is 59 minus 1 and d value is 6. So 5 plus 59 minus 1 is 58. 58 into 6. So 5 plus 58 into 6 is 348, and A59 is 353. 353. So we have, essentially solved the first question here. So this is our answer. So now these are our answers. Okay. So A1 is 5, A2 is 11, common difference D is 6, and A59 is 353. So we have solved the first question. Now we will see the second, sub part of the same question on the next page. So now see here, now in this progression, what they are saying is that find the sum of the last 10 terms is what they are saying. So we got the last term just now, right? So 353 is our last term. And if I try to write it in a reverse way, because from the last 10 terms we have to find out. So 11 and then 5. Okay. So now let me just write the first term from the reverse. Then this last term will become the first term from the end, right? And then the common difference we need to go on subtracting to get the next reduced terms, right? So we need to put minus 6. Remember this thing when they ask the sum of terms from the last, then the common difference has to be taken in a negative sign, with a negative sign. Okay. Then we have to find S10, the sum of first last 10 terms, and the n value will be 10 because we want the sum of last 10 terms. Okay, last 10 terms. Now we'll take the formula. Okay, the formula is Sn is equal to n upon 2, n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d, right? So this is our formula, and we want sum from the last 10 terms, yes, 10. So last 10 terms, 10 divided by 2, because n is 10, right? We have taken it here. A means the first term from the last now, which is 353 plus n terms 10 minus 1, and d we have to take negative because we will be going on subtracting. So remember, when we are going from beginning to the end, no, we go on adding the common difference. But when we are coming in a reverse way from last to first, then we have to go on deducting the common difference. We have to go on subtracting the common difference to get the next values. Okay, so this is the logic, you remember. So yes, 10 is equal to 2 ones are 2, 2 fives are 10. So 5, 2 into 353 is 706 plus 9 into minus 6. So we'll put the bracket here. Yes, 10 is equal to 5. So 706 minus, because minus 9 into minus 6 will give us minus here. Instead of this plus we have to write minus, and 9 6 is a 54. Subtract this, we'll get 652. Finally, value of S10 is 5 into 652 is 3260. So this is our answer. So the sum of last 10 terms is 3260. So this is our answer. So students, here we will be studying question number 37, and the question number 37 says that the lighthouse AB. So AB is what? AB is a lighthouse, and the height 10 root 3 meter. Okay, so the height is 10 root 3 meter. Stands vertically means straight on seashore. So it is on seashore. It is standing lighthouse. Then a tower. There is another different structure. Okay, a tower. Tower is CE. This is tower. This is tower. CE is tower, and AB is lighthouse. There are two different things. So a tower CE and ship are standing 30-meter and 10-meter away. Okay. So from this lighthouse, okay, the tower is standing from here, from the foot of the lighthouse. The tower is at the distance of 30 meter, and there is one ship in between here. Okay, point F is the ship, and the ship is 10 meters away from the bottom of the lighthouse. Okay, from the foot of the lighthouse respectively. So we understand till here. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower from the top of the lighthouse is 30 degree. So from top of tower to top of lighthouse, the angle how much it is there? 30 degree. That is what is given. Find the height of the tower. So we have to find the height of the tower. Tower is what? CE. So the distance CE is what we have to find out. So CE, height of the tower, means we have to find CE. And distance between the top of the lighthouse to the top of the tower AE. So top of the lighthouse to top of tower means AE. So this we have to find out. AE. This AE part is what we have to find out, this distance. Okay, and this CE is what we have to find out. So CE we have to find out, and here we have to find AE. Also find, so there are there are one more thing they are asking. So there are three things which they are asking in the question. Find the angle of depression formed from the top of the lighthouse to the ship. So top of lighthouse to the ship, so it means this angle they are asking us to find out. Let us name this as theta. Okay, so we have to also find theta. So you can see here one. Okay, one, two, and three things they are asking us to find out. So they are asking us to find out CE, then they are asking us to find out AE, and they are also asking us to find out the theta. So these three things we have to find out in this question. Okay, so now let us begin. Okay, then what else they have given us? They have given us the distance of AB. So AB they have given us as how much? 10 root 3. So AB uh, means it is also DC. So AB and or you say DC, one and the same. So how much they have given? 10 root 3 meter. So we'll note this down. Then they have given BC is equal to 30 centimeter. BC can be also written, means also AD. So this is equal to 30 meters. So this is what we have an understanding. Now let's start solving it. Now, firstly, here what we will do, we will say in triangle EDA. In triangle EDA. Okay. Now EDA. So EDA. EDA. This up triangle we are considering now. Now we know the bottom, we know AD, right? AD is how much? AD is 30 meter, right? So we can find by using this one side we can find AE, right? Because we have to find AE. So we can find AE here. Okay, so using this distance we can find AE because in trigonometry we need to know one side so the other two sides can be found out using trigonometry. So we will be using the measurement of this side and this angle and we will be finding AE now. So that is what we will be doing now here in the first sub question answer here. Okay, now and I want this is theta, right? So the theta adjacent side with the theta is what it is. uh, it is the base and the opposite side is called as perpendicular and this is hypotenuse, right? Because here it is making 90-degree angle, so this is hypotenuse. The side opposite to theta is perpendicular and the side adjacent to theta is base. So we will be needing base and hypotenuse. So base and hypotenuse we will be requiring and that we get in cos. By using cos we will get base and hypotenuse. So base divided by hypotenuse. Because guys, this is 90-degree angle. This is 90-degree angle and the side opposite to 90-degree is what? It is hypotenuse. So this is hypotenuse and the side opposite to theta. This is theta. For our current calculation, we will be taking this as the theta. So this will become perpendicular. Let me just note it down here quickly. This is hypotenuse, theta opposite. Currently for this particular solving, this we have to take this as theta. So the side opposite to theta is perpendicular and the side which is adjacent to the theta, the angle is called as base. Okay, and we know the formula, right? We know the formula that which is Pandit Badri Prasad Hari Hari Bol. Okay, Sona Chandi Tol. So you can remember the formula with this trick. Okay, I have another video which you can refer wherein all these tricks of remembering the formulas I have explained there. So the side opposite to sine is cosec, the side opposite to cos is sec, and the side opposite to tan is cot. So now what we need is we have this side, we know AD. So using the known side, we will be finding the unknown side. So we need, I will be using base and hypotenuse. Base and hypotenuse, where we will get base and hypotenuse we get here, right? Base and hypotenuse we get here in this combination in cos. So I am using cos formula. So base and hypotenuse, right? Now base is what? Base is AD. Hypotenuse is what? Hypotenuse is AE, right? Now theta is how much? The angle is, it is cos theta is 30 degree which is given. And AD is how much? AD, we know that AD is 30 meter. And AE is what we have to find out. Right? Like this we need to solve. Now, cos 30 degree, there is a table, okay, for specific angles of trigonometry, which you need to remember it. I have explained how to, remember the table with a trick. With that trick, easily you can, remember the table. You can watch my other videos, wherein I have explained, how to remember this formula and how to remember even the table of, trigonometry. So using that table, we have to find the value of cos 30 degree, which is root 3 by 2. Okay, which is root 3 by 2. Then 30 as it is and AE as it is, we'll write. Now, just draw one small line here. We'll continue our solving here. So we'll cross multiply. Okay, we'll cross multiply. So AE is equal to AE is equal to 30 into 2 divided by 3. Now A is equal to 60 divided by root 3. Now we know that in denominator we cannot keep root 3. It will become irrational. So to rationalize the denominator, what we need to do is, we have studied this. So we need to take the same thing and multiply and divide it in the numerator and denominator, so that we can rationalize the denominator part. So here I'll just continue here now. So AE is equal to 60 root 3 upon root 3 into root 3, we know that it will become 3. So 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 0 as it is. Okay. So what we are getting answer for AE, therefore AE is equal to 23 meter. So one of the thing what we wanted to find out here, AE they had asked us to find out. So this part we have found out. So this part is done. We have the answer now. Now we will find out CE and theta. Okay. So one part is over. Now, now we have to find. See guys, if you see here, already we know that CE distance is how much? 10 root 3. So we have to find out how much is DE. If we find how much is DE, and if we add CD here, which is 10 root 3, we will get the complete CE part. That is what I will be doing. Now, with the same thing, with the same logic, we can go here. We can consider triangle EDA. Okay. But now we will be using, we will be needing this side. So we need perpendicular and base. And perpendicular and base, where we get in tan. So this time we have to use tan formula. Okay. So now we have to, now for DE, okay, we'll use tan theta, and the tan formula is what? Perpendicular upon base. Okay, perpendicular is what? Perpendicular is DE or ED, whatever you can say, and base is what? Base is AD, right? And tan theta is how much? Tan theta is again 30 degree. They have given in the question itself. And D is how much? D is what we have to find out. So I will keep D as D. And AD, we know AD is how much? AD is 30. Now using the same table, trigonometry table, we will get the value of tan theta. Tan theta is nothing but 1 upon root 3 is equal to DE upon 30. Now we will cross multiply here. What I will do is I will just draw a line here, continue here. Okay. So we'll cross multiply. E is equal to D is equal to 30 divided by root 3, right? 30 into 1 it is. So 30 into 1. So 30 into 1 means 30 only, right? If you want, I will write it. And divided by 30. I am cross multiplying it. Now we know that root 3 cannot be there. We cannot keep it in the denominator. So it's the same thing what we did here rationalized. We will do here. We will rationalize the denominator. So take the same denominator and multiply and divide it. Very simple. So D is equal to 30 root 3, and in the denominator we have 3 because root 3 into root 3 it will become 3. Then we will cancel. 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3, 0. So D is how much? D is 10 root 3 meter. So we got the value of DE also. We got the value of DE. Now what we will do? We know the value of DE, and already we know that if AB is 10 root 3, then DC is also 10 root 3. So we know that this was 10 root 3, and now we have found out DE also. Okay, so this is also again 10 root 3. This is again 10 root 3. So we'll add both these things and we will get C, and that is what they had asked us to find. We'll do this on the next page. Okay. Now what we'll do, guys, we have to find C now. Okay, we have to find C. How we can find out? By adding D plus DC. Okay, we are continuing the same thing on the next page now. So D is how much? D just now we found out it is 10 root 3, and DC or CD, whatever you say, we have understood this with our logic. In the question they have given this is 10 root 3. It means DC should also be 10 root 3. So 10 root 3. Now add both these things. So 10 plus 10 is 20 root 3. Okay, 20 root 3 meter. So C is another thing which they had asked us to find out. So we have found out that. Now the next thing, the last thing what they had asked us to find out was the theta. This theta part. Okay, we have to find out. So now we'll find out that. Now the last part what they have asked us to find out this theta. They have asked us to find the angle of this theta. Now this line and this line is parallel and this line is acting like a transversal. So we have studied this in our earlier standards that this angle and this angle will be equal. So if this is theta, then this is also theta, right? And these angles are called as alternate interior angles. So with the concept of alternate interior angles, we can say that both the angles are same if these two lines are parallel and if this is acting like a transversal. So we will try to find out this theta, and whatever will be the angle of this theta, and this, and then this will also be same. What will be this? So if this is example 30 degree, then this will also be 30 like that. So we will find out now. So if this is theta, then the side adjacent to this one will be, I'll just put it down. So for this triangle now, ABF triangle. So for this ABF, we have to consider ABF triangle. Triangle ABF. So ABF triangle. If this is theta, then the side adjacent to theta will be base, and the side opposite to theta is called as perpendicular, and this will become 90 degree, and the side opposite to 90 degree will be hypotenuse. So this will be hypotenuse for this particular triangle. Now, now what we'll do is we have to find out the angle here. So we'll take two known sides. We'll take two known sides and we'll try to find out the unknown theta. That is the logic. So for that, we know two things, which is base and perpendicular. So base and perpendicular means we can take tan theta, because the formula is perpendicular upon base. So tan theta is what we have to find out. So perpendicular is what? Perpendicular is AB and base is BF. So tan theta is what we have to find out. AB is how much? AB is 10 root 3 and BF is 10. So 10 and 10 will get cancelled. So tan theta is equal to root 3. And we know that from our table, we need to refer the table that tan 60 degree is equal to root 3. And root 3 is what? Huh? Root 3 is tan 60. So, uh, or what we can do is you can write like this. 1 minute. Yeah. Tan theta will go back to the same line. So tan theta is equal to root 3. Root 3 is nothing but tan 60 degree. Tan 60 degree. So this tan and this tan will get cancelled and theta is equal to 60 degree. So we got our answer. So basically what you can do is you can use this as our reference point here. So tan theta is equal to root 3 is we got until here, and we know that tan 60 is equal to root 3. So instead of root 3, okay, you can write tan 60 here and continue this tan theta same down and then cancel tan and then therefore theta is equal to 60 degree. So this is our answer. Okay. So guys, just to recap, we had to find CE, AE and theta as per the question. So we got AE equal to 20 root 3 meter. Then CE is equal to 20 root 3 meter and theta is equal to 60 degree. Okay. So this is our answer. Okay. Like, share and subscribe the channel guys. Thank you so much. So here we will see question number 37, sir. Or question. Okay, so there are two questions in 37. So then second one question, which is for or, that is what we'll be solving here. So the question says a tower and a pole stand vertically on the same level ground. Okay, so there are two structures, one is a pole and another one is a tower. So this AB part is the tower part and pole is this, CD is what is the pole. It is observed that the angles of depression of the top and the foot of the pole from the top of the tower of height 60 meter is 30 and 60 degree respectively. So towards the top, the angle is 30 degree from the top of the tower, and towards the bottom of the pole, the angle is 60 degree. And we know that this is the straight line, and these two lines are acting like parallel lines, and this line is acting like a transversal. So if this angle is 30 degree, then this angle will also become 30 degree. If this angle is 60, then this will become 60 by the concept of alternate interior angles, which we have studied in our 9th standard earlier standards. Now, so with that concept, if this is 30, this will also become 30, and if this is 60, then this will become 60. Now what we are going to do is we will find AB. Okay. Then after once we get AB, we will say that if AB is something so much, then the same will be equal to EC. So how much is BD, then the same thing will be equal to EC, right? Because they are the same distance. Then we will use this triangle and we will find out AE. And once we find AE from the total 60, we will subtract AE and we will get EB. And how much will be EB or BE? The same will be CD, and that is how we will get CD, the height of the pole, which they are asking to find in the question. Okay, so with this logic, with this idea, I will be solving it. Okay, now we'll start. So first what we have to do, we have to consider in triangle ABD. Okay, so ABD. Okay, ABD. So this triangle I will take, and here I'll be taking tan theta. Okay, I'll be taking tan theta. The formula is perpendicular divided by base. So tan is perpendicular divided by base, as you can see here, perpendicular divided by base. So tan theta is how much? Why I'm taking perpendicular divided by base is because, see, if this is the theta, then the side opposite to this will become perpendicular. Will become perpendicular. Let me write it in red. So guys, if I'm taking this as theta for this particular triangle, okay, in triangle ABD, in triangle ABD, if I'm taking this as theta to find BD, then this side will become, AB side will become perpendicular if I'm taking this as theta, and BD will become base. Okay, so uh, I know this side. I want to find BD. So P and B is what we need. So which comes in tan, right? Tan formula. So I am taking tan formula. That is the reason I am taking tan formula. So the angle is how much? Tan theta means tan 60 degree, and perpendicular means AB. Perpendicular means AB, and base means BD. Base means BD. Now, tan 60-degree value we know from the table. So you need to know the table. So root 3. So root 3 is equal to AB is how much? AB is 60 meter. Okay, and BD is what we wish to find. So we will cross multiply. BD is equal to 60 divided by root 3. So we have to rationalize now the denominator part. So BD is equal to 60 divided by root 3 into root 3 divided by root 3. So this will become BD is equal to 60 root 3 divided by 3. So we'll cancel this. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 0. So I'll continue here. So I'll continue it here. So BD is equal to 20 root 3 is what I got. So BD means what I told you initially. BD means if BD is something, then the EC will also be equal to BD because they are parallel. So BD is also equal to EC, and both of them will be now equal to 20 root 3 meter. So this is what we got. Now what we will do, now we will consider triangle. Now we will say in triangle AEC. AEC. Okay, here we considered this triangle. Now we will consider this triangle AEC. Here AEC. AEC. Okay. Now I will be trying to find AE. Okay. So AE, and we know this part. So EC is what we know. Okay. So again I will be taking tan theta only, because we have to take one side which we know and another side which we have to find out. So we know EC now. EC is how much? EC is 20 root 3, right? Just now we have found out. So 20 root 3, and this whole thing is 60, but we are interested to find only AE. So we have to find AE. So one known part and one unknown part. That is how we have to take in trigonometry. Okay. Now, now AEC triangle AEC we are taking, and the theta is this one 30 degree. So this will become perpendicular and this will become this same. Okay. Now let's begin. So the formula of tan is same. It is uh, perpendicular divided by base, perpendicular divided by base, and this time the angle will be 30 degree because we are taking AEC triangle. Here the theta is 30 degree. So 30 degree tan 30 degree is equal to perpendicular will be AE and base will be EC. EC. So tan 30 degree value we need to find from the table. Uh, So from that we have to take the value. It is 1 upon root 3 is equal to AE is what we wish to find. We will keep AE as EE, and EC is just now before we have found out. So it is 2 root 3. Now we'll cross multiply. I will continue here. So AE is equal to 20 root 3 into 1 divided by root 3. So root 3 and root 3 will go. We can cancel. So how much we will remain for EE? Will remain with 20 meter. So this is the measurement of EE. So we got EE now here. So what we will do now? We know that okay, we know that AB AB side we can write like this: AE plus EB will be equal to AB. So AB is equal to AB is equal to, or I can write the value of AB. I'll write the value of AB. AB is how much? AB they have given in the question, it is 60. AE is just now we have found out, it is 20, plus EB is what we wish to find. So I'll send 20 to the other side. So 60, 20 will become minus is equal to EB. Therefore, EB will be equal to 40. Okay, EB will be equal to 40. And if EB is equal to 40, then therefore we can also say that EB, if this is EB is equal to 40, then CD will also be equal to 40 because they both are parallel. EB is equal to CD is equal to H is what they have asked to find in the question, is equal to 40 meter. And this is our answer. This is the height of the pole. CD is the height of the pole, which they have asked to find in the question. So we have found out. Okay. So first what we did, first we found out BD, which is also equal to EC, which is 20 root 3 meter. Then we found out AE 20 meter, and then we found out EB, which is equal to CD, which is equal to H, and which is equal to 40 meter. This is what they had asked us to find in the question. Okay. So this is our answer. Okay. So please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.